Good morning, students. Welcome to 8th Standard Social Science. My dear children, are you a good citizen? Yes, a good citizen is caring. A good citizen picks up trash. A good citizen is friendly. A good citizen takes care of earth. A good citizen helps people when they are hurt. A good citizen shares. A good citizen offers a helping hand. A good citizen is responsible and respects others. A good citizen takes care of animals. A good citizen cleans up. Yes, I am a good citizen. How about you? Students, I hope you get my point. Yes, today's topic is citizens and citizenship. Civics is the study of government and the different branches of the government. Now, let's see who is a citizen. The word citizen is derived from the Latin word civis. Civis means citizen. Citizen means member of a particular state. So, the citizens of a state can enjoy the full civil rights as well as the political rights. They have full independency to enjoy all civil and political rights of the particular state. Now, definition for citizens and citizenship. First definition for citizen. Citizen is a person of a country who is entitled to enjoy all the legal rights and privileges granted by a state and is obligated to obey its laws and to fulfill its duties. So, citizen is a person of a country who can enjoy civil as well as political rights of that particular country, and he must obey the laws and fulfill all his fundamental duties. Next, definition for citizenship. Citizenship is the status given to the citizens which provide them the right to legally live in a country as long as they want. Citizen means person, whereas citizenship means a status given to the particular citizen. For example, a person living in India is called an Indian. Citizenship means a status given to the particular person. So, he can stay in that particular country as long as they want. And then different types of citizen. There are two types of citizens: natural and naturalized citizens. Natural citizens are the citizens by birth. Naturalized citizens are the one who acquires citizenship. They may be born in some other country. If they want citizenship, means they will apply for the citizenship. They are called naturalized citizens. Now, let's see the Citizenship Act of 1955. The Citizenship Act 1955 tells about gaining or losing the Indian citizenship. Now, acquisition of citizenship. Acquisition means how a person can get an Indian citizenship. According to the Citizenship Act of 1955, prescribes 5 ways of acquiring citizenship. They are by birth, by descent, by registration, by naturalization, and finally by incorporation of territory. Let's see it in detail by one. First one is by birth. A person born in India on or after 26 January 1950 but before 1st July 1987 is a citizen of India by birth irrespective of the nationality of his parents. If a child is born in India on or after 26 January 1950 but before 1st July 1987 is considered as a citizen of India. Second statement is, if a child is born in India on or after 1st July 1987, either of his parents, father or mother, must be an Indian citizen at the time of his birth. And then third statement is, those child which are born after 3rd December 2004 is considered to be a citizen of India only if either one of the parent must be a citizen of India or else they should not be a illegal migrant. Second mode of acquiring Indian citizenship is by descent. If a child is born on or after 26 January 1950 in some other country other than India is considered as a citizen of India if his father is a citizen of India. Second statement, if a child is born outside India after 10th December 1992 is considered as a citizen of India only either of his parents, father or mother, must be a citizen of India at the time of his birth. Third statement, if a child is born after 3rd December 2004 outside India is not considered to be an Indian citizen by descent unless they need to register the birth of the child in an Indian consulate within 1 year. Then only the child is regarded by an Indian citizen by descent. Third mode of acquiring the Indian citizenship, that is by registration. If a person whose ancestors, that is grandfather, grandmother, belongs to India, that is Indian origin, but he is residing in some other country, he can register for an Indian citizenship. Second one is, he is a person of Indian origin. He is residing in India for 7 years. So, before applying for registration, he is staying in India for 7 years. Then, he can get the Indian citizenship. Third statement is, if a person is married to a citizen of India, they must stay for at least 7 years before making application for registration. So children, these are all the conditions for acquiring the citizenship by registration. Next, move on to the fourth mode, by naturalization. The central government may, on an application, grant a certificate of naturalization to any person if he is not a citizen of any country where citizens of India are prevented from becoming subjects or citizens of that country. So, if a person applying for an Indian citizenship is coming from the country where the Indian citizens were denied all the basic rights, such persons are terminated from acquiring the Indian citizenship from the central government. And second statement, a citizen of any country renounce the citizenship of that country. If a citizen leaves the citizenship of that country where he belongs to, can acquire the citizenship of India. And third statement is, he has either resided in India or been in the service of the government in India or throughout the period of 12 months. Which means, if a person staying in India or doing any service in government of India and he is staying for at least 12 months, means he can acquire the citizenship of India. Next, move on to the fifth mode to acquire the Indian citizenship is by incorporation of territory. If any foreign territory becomes a part of India, the government of India specifies the persons who among the people of the territory shall be the citizens of India. Such persons become the citizens of India from the notified date. For example, when Pondicherry became a part of India, the government of India issued the citizenship order in 1962. That means, if a foreign territory becomes a part of India, the citizens of that territory can acquire the citizenship of India. This is how a person can acquire the citizenship by 5 different ways. That is, by birth, by descent, by registration, by naturalization, and finally by incorporation of territories. So children, we have come to an end of this session. Shall we recall now? Yes. Citizen is a person of a country who is entitled to enjoy all the legal rights and privileges granted by a state. Indian Citizenship Act of 1955 provides for the acquisition and termination of Indian citizenship. Let's see the evaluation questions. Name the types of citizens. And then, what are the rights that a citizen can enjoy in our country? And then, who is called the first citizen of India? My dear children, always try to be a good citizen. Thank you.